What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Little Helpful Files. My name is Lindsay. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel and being here. I appreciate you guys so much. We do cash budgeting, mini savings challenges, sinking funds, life in general, all through the glory and by the grace of God. And we're going to go ahead and get today's video set up. So let's go ahead and count out what we've got here. All right, so we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So 123 is what we've got for today. And I'm really excited because I was able to get my son to help me out. So we're gonna go ahead and switch gears and let him come on and do the scratch off for the playing card challenge. All right, guys, so I'm super excited. I finally have my helper here. So Ian, why don't you come on over? So before we stuff this one, we are going to do the scratch off. Look at that, we have waited a while. You wanna say hi to everybody?
Hi.
See how everyone's doing? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're gonna take the penny. You come over here. Okay, now, this is our last scratch off. So let's see what we've got. Scratch it real good so we can see it and let everybody then see what the number is. What do we have? How much?
10.
Yeah, so we're gonna be putting in $10 into our envelope. Ian, are you so excited?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he knows every amount we get closer to
My 4-wheeler.
Yes, exactly. All right, did you want to update anybody on anything? Tell them how things have been. You've been doing good at school, right?
Yeah.
Trying to learn how to read.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You want to say anything else?
Mm.
What? No? Okay, you going to say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Say see you next time.
See you next time.
All right, guys. So picking up here, I had to record that video with my son so he could be a part of it. All right, so we are going to get this started. Whoops, sorry about my rock. We are doing our books of the Bible, and I do have all my envelopes in here. These are the ones I've got for now, and I'm very, very grateful that they now have a place to actually be, because I was starting to collect too many that were all just in my, little stash, like in my pile. I didn't have any place to put them, so I'm very grateful that they now have a home. And this is Judges 6, so we're gonna $6. So we're gonna do the 6 in this envelope, and then I'm going to read a verse out of there. And let me see. It's just kind of one that I picked out. Again, I have not read the whole book of Judges. I am, like I've told you guys, slowly working my way through the Old Testament, and I want to make sure I take my time as I'm reading it to work through it. But let's see. So it's Judges, I think 18, and Judges 18:5. And they said to him, "Inquire of God, please, that we may know whether the journey on which we are setting out will succeed." And the priest said to them, "Go in peace. The journey on which you go is under the eye of the Lord." So I thought about this verse in our life and what we do, and how we always need to make sure that we know that the journey that we are on is under the eye of the Lord. That is where we know that we will have His will, His plan, His guidance. We have to pray for Him to tell us if this is the way to go in peace, because it can be hard sometimes because we want to listen to ourselves, right? We want to go our own way. And so I think that it's really important to think about that. Is this way the way that we can go in peace and have the eye of the Lord on it? All right, moving on. We did the playing cards. We just did the scratch off. I'm not going to do that one for today. So happiness is a habit is what I'm using for the syrup savings challenge. So we are going to do 5 in here. And I don't have a lot of change. I had a lot of 20s, so I'm hoping I can swap out some of these 20s. Whoops, I need one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're gonna put that in. And then I gotta get the Sudoku sheet. All right, let me come back see if I can get some change for these 20s. Okay guys, I am back. I had to take some out of that 32 envelope challenge, which I might be putting some of this back into, but that's okay. So for the Sudoku challenge, we are doing a 7 on this row. And let me see. You can tell all these were like folded from my little envelope. So we've got 7 going in here. Oh my goodness, now I can't get this out. Okay, so we had 3 before. Right, perfect. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now we're gonna switch gears. I'm gonna do my 100 envelope challenge, and then we'll get into my little binders. And you guys are probably wondering, because I really have been focusing more on the mini savings challenges and not my sinking funds. And honestly, guys, that's just because I have not really needed to do many of the sinking funds right now. Like they haven't been as big of a priority. The stuff I'm using for medical, I'm just doing an auto draft, which I think I talked to you guys about that I do that every month, well, every paycheck. I do an auto draft. So let's see, what do I want to do here? So 5, 8, 9. All right, so we'll do the 5 and the 4. Yeah, so that just goes into the account, so then I can pay, because again, a lot of that stuff I have to pay electronically, so I just don't like taking it, putting it in a binder just to have to deposit it again. So I just let it go right into, you know, where I need to pay. So I'm sure at some point I will be getting back into needing to stuff those sinking funds more, but like right now I kind of have what I need, so I can focus on my savings challenges. Now again, that's going to be different for each of you, right? So you have to kind of figure out like what your needs are and where you're at. Doing savings challenges or doing as many savings challenges as I do might not be the right answer, and that's okay. So if you got to focus on some sinking funds because of when you need them, then that is where your priority should be. You just got to do what is best for your budgeting needs and your financial needs, okay? So again, at one point when I had debt, when I had different deadlines for things, like I prioritize that a lot more. Right now, for the most part, I can kind of flow everything and just do my savings challenges and then utilize that to fill the funds that I need. And again, if I'm coming up on a crunch time, like I think you guys saw in a couple of videos back when I needed the tuition money, but I was able to use a big chunk of the savings challenge for that. So yeah, it just all kind of works out. Again, just trusting in the Lord through this whole process. It has been a beautiful, wonderful thing to see it just naturally kind of be able to evolve. And I just don't have the worry. I just know that one way or another, we're going to make it through. And oh my goodness, guys, I forgot to put in my new challenge there, but that's okay. We'll just focus on the other ones for now since I don't have it. So we're going to go ahead and do a 20 in this one, which is going to finish up. Sorry, y'all. I forgot to open up my markers. And the lighting, once again, I mean, I'm always recording later than I want to be, but it's okay. We're doing it. We're getting it done. We're prioritizing things the way that we can. And sometimes that means family and craziness of, you know, house life, whatnot. So the videos just get done when they can. And that's okay. All right. So now that we have this completed, see, we've got 20, 40, 60, 65. All right, and we will be moving on to our February challenge, and hopefully I will be organized enough to actually print out a new challenge in here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I've been doing the Fruit of the Spirit for a couple months, so I'm probably going to switch gears to something else. All right. Ooh, should we go ahead and finish this one too? Y'all, I didn't plan that, but maybe we should. Yes, man, we're gonna have a whole bunch of new challenges to do in this next video next time. That'll be awesome. Okay, so we've got 10 and 20. So grateful for this. So never stop praying. This is something that I have so many topics, guys. I have so many things I want to talk on. But one of the things that I really want to talk about with this is, and I think I've touched on this, but praying over our children and praying for our children. You know, our children, watch everything that we do, learn from us, listen to us. So praying in front of them is amazing. We need to pray for these babies. We need to pray for these children. Pray over them while they're sleeping, because when Ian was going through everything and he was really, really sick a couple years back, that was one of the best pieces of advice I got from a friend and somebody that worked at, or that came into my shop. She said, just pray over your son what you want, what healing you want, what you want to see, what you hope to change. Lift those prayers up to God. And it truly did make a difference, guys. I can't even tell you enough how much of a difference it made. It made in giving me hope, but also slowly seeing like that progress and seeing things getting better. It was incredible. So let's see, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 160 is what we're supposed to have. Awesome. Okay, so see guys, like this stuff's going to be going towards savings challenges, sinking funds. So we're going to just be putting those to the side and yeah, using that. All right, now we're going to switch gears with the little bit that we got left. All right, bringing you back to my original Bible here. So I want to read in Matthew. Whoops, I'm in the wrong part. I'm in Luke. I've been reading in Luke. We've been doing that through one of our Bible studies. So Matthew 19, 14. Well, I'll just read 13 and 14. Then little children were brought to Jesus for him to place his hands on them and pray for them. But the disciples rebuked those who brought them. Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." When he had placed his hands on them, he went on from there. So 2 things for this I take. Number 1, children are innocent, right? Children have innocence in them, in their being. And so the kingdom of heaven belongs to them, and in their ability to love God, really, they're really open to a lot. But also for the fact that we are to have a childlike faith. And we are continuing to kind of strive for that as we build and grow in our walk with Jesus. I think we should strive to have that unwavering, unfiltered, innocent faith that just looks to the Father and trusts him through everything. I know my son has so much love in his heart for Jesus, and it is beautiful and wonderful to see. And there are so many times where I'm like, I just need to have faith, even like an ounce of to him as an example sometimes. So I think that that's why it's important for us to teach them, but also to pray for them, pray over them. And we can also, like I said, learn from them as well in those times. All right, so we are moving on to Winter Savings Challenge. This one is, oh my, very full. I don't think I ever zipped that properly. All right, so Winter Savings Challenge. Let's see what we've got. Maybe we'll do 15. What are we thinking? I think we'll do 15 in here. All right. I wish I had, maybe I'll swap out some of this change here too, because this is like crazy. All right, let's see. 20, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so we're gonna, oh my goodness, y'all, I hope I don't confuse you, but we're swapping out some of this so that I have then change for the sinking funds too. So that kind of helps both of those things. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at that. I can even do another 20. Perfect. All right, sorry, that's like a mess over there. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna speed through this because I just want to color these in quick. I know this video is getting long. Okay, so we've got 60 going back into this one. And let's see, moving on. I don't know, do I want to do that one or the gas? Because, let's see, now I didn't really leave a great amount here. I guess we'll do 20 and then we'll do the gas and maybe skip the 32 envelope for today. And that's okay, guys. Again, you don't have to always do all of your savings challenges. Really just depends on, what works. I like always want to emphasize that, because I think that it's hard. Sometimes, you know, you see maybe the way other people are doing it, you think you should do it this way or do it that way, but really you got to find a rhythm that works for you and stick to that, and be okay, you know, with it changing if you need, but also be okay with it just being a little bit different, because what works for one is not going to work for another. And I know I've talked about that, but again, I just like to reiterate that, because oh my goodness, guys, I think it's like every time I have one of these come off now. Maybe it's just like a comical thing that's just gonna happen. It's inevitable that zipper pops off. Okay, so what do we have? 11. So I think we're doing a 9 and a 2, and I feel like I did a 9 and a 2 last time. Anyway, I know it can be like, I think that's one of the things I always like think about too, you know, to guard my mind or my heart when I'm watching other people, like, love whatever they're doing and be able to support that, but also know if something doesn't work for me, that's okay, and I can do it in a different way. And that's why we're all made, like I talked about in the last video, and spiritual gifts, like that's why we're all made unique and individual and different. We all bring different things to the body, and it is a beautiful and wonderful thing to see. That's one of the things I even love about this community, just to be able to see all the awesome ways people are, you know, utilizing certain things. And I don't know, it's just really cool. It's cool to be able to just get ideas and be inspired, but then also be content knowing like, okay, this is what works for me. And if I need some inspiration or ideas, I know that I have an endless amount of that through this awesome community here. So that is my long-winded tangent. Sorry about that. But I thank you guys so much for being here. Truly, I hope that you are doing well within your budget. I hope that, you know, whatever your month is looking like, that you just continue to have faith and to know that, you know, if things maybe aren't going the way that you want, or your no spend isn't going how you want, or you're worried about maybe where things are financially, know that it is not permanent, right? Everything is temporary, and this season or the walk or the things that you're experiencing or going through are going to serve a purpose, and they ultimately will be used for good. God is going to use these things for good in your life. I promise. He always does. He always will. Just put your faith and your trust and your hope in Him. Look to Him through everything that you do, and He will not fail you. All right, guys. I pray that you have many blessings. I'll see you all in the next video. God bless and love you all.